Okay, hi. We're going to do a setup with this Palermo smart camera and an Android device. Using an Android device, we will download the UC app. That's Y as in yellow, O as in Oscar, O as in Oscar, S as in Sam, E as in Edward, E as in Edward, the UC app. Now in your Palermo smart package, you're going to get your Palermo camera, okay? Now the Palermo camera looks like this, okay? And around these diamond dials is your night vision, which these diamonds turn red when night vision is activated. And night vision is automatic. There is no switch for night vision. So when the lights get to a certain dimness or darkness, your night vision will kick in. Okay. This dial around the lens, this right dial, is to adjust your picture image. Okay. Here you have your antenna. The back is where you would connect your Ethernet cable in case you're having issues setting up through Wi-Fi, or if you just prefer to be connected through Ethernet with your router. Okay, both sides. On the right side, the hole on the right side, and if you turn the camera with the back facing you, this is your outlet for the DC charger, the cord, which will go onto the right side of the antenna. This side, this hole is for a smoke detector antenna. That's the silver antenna. And this is for smoke detector. So you would not use this if you're just using the camera as a monitor. You would not use this. Okay, you want to use this if you're adding a smoke detector to the camera. Okay, which will go on that side. You can also add, here is where you will put your SD card. You will see a little slot down there for SD card or TF card for extra storage when you're recording. But this camera has a built-in recording. Okay, so you don't actually need an SD card to record. You can record and it will save your recordings in the camera without an SD card. Okay. Also in the package, it will come with an Ethernet cable. Again, and I showed you where to connect the Ethernet cable, and the other end will go into your router. This is your electrical DC cord. This here is a wall mount. You can mount the camera to a wall, okay? And it's an easy assembly. Okay, you would take the knob and put it right there and assemble this little fan shaped right to the bottom of the camera. Screw it in, and there you go. You're connected to the wall mount. And the wall mount, you can adjust it different ways to mount it on a wall or a table or whatever. And these are the screws that will go in there in the wall. Okay. And then you have a reset pin, okay, which we will get into that a little later as far as resetting the camera, okay. But to reset the camera, there is a reset hole at the bottom of the camera where the word reset is. You would hold the pin in the hole for 10 seconds until you hear a reset sound. It's a money sound, cash register sound, cha-ching. But to reset the camera has to be plugged in and partially booted up. Okay. Also in the package, you will receive a card with our information on there, email address and phone number for assistance and support in your Palermo Smart Camera Guide. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to plug our cord into our camera. Okay. Do this one a little different. And we're going to let the camera boot up. The camera needs to be beeping regardless of which way you set up the camera, whether it's through Wi-Fi or through Ethernet, the camera needs to be beeping. Okay, so the boot up process for the camera is the lights come on, the lights go off, the camera will make a clicking sound, and then the lights will go off and the camera will start beeping. Okay. So while we're waiting for the camera to beep, there was your clicking sound. We're going to go ahead and to our Android device, to the App Store. If you download the UC app, it will look like that, and you open it, you will be on the login screen. Now to register, I'm not going to register, but to register, you will click on the word register. It says email address. You will put in the email address. You will enter a password 2 times and then click register, and it will come across. If you do it successfully, it will come across, congratulations, you successfully registered. And then it will direct you back to the log on screen. Okay. I'm going to give up registration because I've already registered. Now, when you do register, your password needs to be a minimum of 8 characters, 1 capital letter, and numbers. Okay? No special characters. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my login information, which is my registered email address. And my password. Okay? You need to, if right now I have America up in the box, okay? If there is anything other than America, you need to click on that box, change it to America, okay? Click login. You log in, you are going to be on the device list screen. This is just to show you where you need to click at. So let's clear that. And the device list screen is supposed to be empty. So we're going to click the plus sign, okay? On your Android device, we're going to click add new device. With the smart camera, we never use scan. The scan option, we never use that, okay? Then we're going to click smart link, okay? Your network will automatically come up because your device has to be connected to your home Wi-Fi during the initial setup, okay? So your network will come up and you just put in your Wi-Fi password. Okay, you want to click done and then you want to click next, okay? And it's telling you that you will hear the prompt tones, okay? That is the beeping sound that you need to hear, okay? The camera has to be beeping. So we do hear the connection tone, so we want to click on hear beep for connection. We want to keep the device 30 centimeters from the camera and click next. That is your connection sound. That loud sound is your connection sound, and it will come across the device perfecting information. Okay, that's a successful connection. Okay, so next you want to put in the device name. I'm going to use default information, admin, all lowercase letters. And the default password, 123. Click save in the top right corner. And it will come across that it was successful. You tap on online. And we have a live picture. Okay. I'm going to mute mine so it doesn't hear that sound. All right. Okay, so here is your, to do videos, you would click there. You would need to click the microphone in order for the person to hear you in the room with the camera. Okay, and hold it. There's your camera icon if you want to take pictures, okay? So let's click on settings. And the settings is where you would do your alarm settings. I want to show you where you would set up your motion detection is here in alarm settings. To receive the alarm prompts, you want to turn that on. Okay, you want to turn on your buzzer, okay, however many minutes you want it to sound, okay. Human infrared detection and motion detection are two different things. Your motion detection is what the camera sees, okay, and your human infrared detection is any human or animal body heat around the camera, okay. So depending on which one you want, that needs to be on, okay. But that doesn't mean you are ready to go, all right? So you want to, after you turn on those settings, you want to go back, click the arrow on the left to go back, click the arrow on the left to go back again, all right? You want to click the arrow on the left to go back again, and you want to arm your camera, all right? And we do that by clicking that shield. not the red one. The red one is to change your password, and I'll show you that in a momentarily. But you want to click on the blue shield. That noise is you just armed your camera. So any movement around the camera, it will go off, and that's what it sounds like. Okay, I'm going to mute mine. Okay. And to turn it off, you click the icon and it shuts off the motion detection. Okay, so to change your password, because I do encourage you to change from the default passcode, you want to click on that red shield. And it takes you to the administration to change your device's password. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to set up the camera using an Ethernet and transferring it to your Wi-Fi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the camera. Okay. So let's come out of here. We have our reset pin, and as I told you, the camera needs to be plugged in when you reset it. So we turn the camera over. Here's the reset hole. We hold it down. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Got to be still. There you go. Camera's reset. So the boot up process all over again. Lights come on. Camera makes a clicking sound, and then the lights will go off. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for that to happen, I'm going to go ahead and log into the app, okay, with my information. And my password. And log in. Okay. So we're going to wait until the camera starts beeping. Okay. I'm going to click log in. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Incorrect password. Oh, give me a second. I'm sorry about that. Click log in. Okay. So right now you see it empty. All right. So we're going to sit this down for a moment. Now, when you put in your Ethernet cable, 3 things needs to happen. The camera needs to stop beeping. There will be a green and yellow light coming out the back of the camera, and there needs to be a dim yellow light in the front of the camera. Green and yellow light coming out the back of the camera. Camera stop beeping. And then there's your dim yellow light in front of the camera. So let's give it some time, because right now it is empty. Okay. So if we click the plus sign, click add new device and click wired. It will pop up on the screen, but you have to give it time. You have to give your time, your network time, the data to get into the camera, and it will pop up on there. The data information of the camera. You click the plus sign next to the information. You put in your default initial. When you initially set up, I encourage you to use the default information, and then go in and change it. Once you set up all your devices, then go in and change your passwords, and you can change the name of the cameras also. So you want to put in your admin, all lowercase letters. Password. Save in the top right corner. Okay. Congratulations, and it tells you that you are. Congratulations, adding completed. You can set Wi-Fi and network settings. So that's what we're going to do next. Click on I get it. Okay. So before we get to that, I always like for you to tap on the online and get your live view. Make sure we have live view. And we do. I'm going to click the mute button so we don't hear that echo. Let's go into and transfer it over to our Wi-Fi. We click the gear icon in the top right corner. We click on network settings. Find your network in the list. Do not click on Wi-Fi. You find your network in the list. Okay? You click on your network. A box will open up telling you what's going to happen if you make the change. Confirm the change or click yes. Okay? Enter your Wi-Fi password. Make sure, take your time with the Wi-Fi password, but don't take up too much time, because when the camera right now is in limbo between Ethernet and Wi-Fi. So you want to make sure your password is correct, but you don't want to waste too much time. Okay, and you need to confirm your Wi-Fi password. Okay, so it will switch to Wi-Fi. It is spinning. We need to see a blue check mark on our network. So sometimes you don't get a blue check mark right away, but we need to get that blue check mark. You can go up to the top of the screen and click the arrow on the left to go back. Click on network settings again. And there's your blue check mark. You have your blue check mark. When you see that blue check mark, you are locked onto your network. All right, so you want to go back up to the top of the screen on the left and click the arrow to go back. Click the arrow to go back again. All right, it is loading. You want to make sure you still have live view. And sometimes we get this network busy error with the Android devices. Okay, so when you get this, what we want to do is, it's not the camera is done. Okay, it is connected to your network. So what we want to do is, we want to go up to the top of the screen, click the arrow to go back. We want to click the word My and exit out of the app. Confirm the exit. Okay. We want to disconnect the Ethernet cord from the back of the camera because we no longer need it, because the camera, then the app is locked onto our network. Okay. We want to unplug the camera and we want it to boot back up. All right. With the Android device, we are going to restart our phones. Okay, so I'm going to restart the phone. So this time, when we plug in our camera, instead of a beeping sound, we're going to wait for that dim yellow network light. Okay, and I'm restarting my phone. Lights are on. There's your clicking sound. And we're waiting for the dim yellow light. And while we're waiting for that, there's your dim yellow light. You must wait for the dim yellow light. This is your network indicator light. So the camera is back connected to the app. You want to log back into your app. Okay. When you do, you should be right back on the picture screen, and it will say offline. Tap the offline. It's loading, and you are connected. via Wi-Fi. So that's what you do if you're connecting through Android, and when you transfer over to the Wi-Fi from the Ethernet cable and you get that network busy error. That is not an issue with the camera. It is an Android network busy error, and the fix is just to restart your phone, unplug everything, and make sure the camera has that dim yellow light, which is your network indicator. Log back on, tap your screen, and you will have live view. So you are set up with the Palermo smart camera and the UC app on an Android device. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.